Hi. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela. This is my second Victober vlog. So I am filming this on Tuesday the 26th. So we're almost done October, which means October is almost over. I have not been reading very much Victorian literature because school has been kicking my butt. But I am on reading week. I have no projects due next week. And I have no tests next week either. So that means this week I can do a little catch up, a little preparatory, that's not how you say it, little prep work for later in November and read. I didn't film anything on Monday because I had been dog sitting my mom's two little dogs for 2 weeks and they just went home yesterday. So I was reading but not filming. So I have made some progress since the last time I talked to you, particularly on Gothic Tales. The last time I talked to you, I hadn't even started really Gothic Tales. I had fully intended on it, but just couldn't get myself to sit down and actually read it. But the audiobook for this collection came out on the 21st, and so I pre-ordered it, and I am so glad I did because it's so good. The narrator is so amazing. And it really helps me like focus on these shorter stories. And so I am on page 227, which is The Crooked Branch. But so far I have read quite a few. There's quite a few. It's almost done. So what I've read so far are The Disappearances, The Old Nurse Story, The Squire Story, The Poor Clare, The Doom of the Griffiths, and Lois the Witch. So The Disappearances wasn't really my thing. It was super short and I can't honestly remember anything about it. It wasn't bad, but it just didn't leave a mark. The Old Nurse's Story, I did like it. I can't remember it now that I'm thinking about it, but I do remember liking the atmosphere and definitely being a little creeped out towards the end. Like, Elizabeth Gaskell got me. The Squire Story and The Poor Clare were okay. And The Doom of the Griffith, I liked. And Lois the Witch has been my favorite so far. But then again, if it has to do with the Salem witch trials, like 5 out of 5. It doesn't even matter. It could be the most poorly written story ever. And I would still probably give it 5 out of 5 because I just love the phenomena of witch craze. The United States had a couple extra ones that aren't widely as talked about. Salem obviously is the most famous one, but there's some other ones that happened around the same time period. But anyway, that's a little tangent. But yeah, Lois the Witch was my favorite. It's about a girl. I also just finished it last night, so it's the freshest in my memory. But basically, Lois the Witch follows this girl who from England whose family dies, and then she has to go live with her uncle who moved to Salem, Massachusetts in New England. And it kind of follows her life there. Her cousin really wants to badly marry her and keeps saying that the Lord is talking to him and saying, Lois, marry me. And she's like, I don't like you. I'm never going to marry you. And then the witch craze, the witch phenomena starts happening and she's accused of being a witch. And that's all I will say because I don't want to spoil it, but it's awesome. I really liked it. And the audiobook has been really great so far, so I'm really glad I picked that up. I'm really enjoying Gaskell's writing so far, though many of the short stories aren't really like sticking with me like so much in the plot. They are, her writing is very beautiful, I think. And so that's been thoroughly enjoyable. I will say short stories just don't stay in my mind as long because the story's short. It's taking up a tiny little part of my brain. It kind of, you know, anyway, I'm really enjoying Gothic Tales so far. So I've also made a tiny bit of progress on Jane Eyre. I can't remember where I told you I left off, but I'm at chapter 17 right now, and I'm really liking it. Charlotte Bronte's work is really beautiful so far. I think I've said that. Her prose is really amazing. And I'm enjoying it a lot. I do plan on hopefully finishing this week. I still have quite a bit of ways to go, but there are notes. Okay, so there we go. There we go. But I am going to hopefully truck along with this through audiobook, so cleaning up the house and stuff. I wonder how it's going to end. I honestly don't know. I'm only at the part where Jane is just meeting Mr. Rochester, and they're having a small little relationship. But I was on Instagram the other day, and I was watching a reel, and somebody was talking about Jane Eyre, and I think they spoiled something for me, but I can't exactly remember what it was, and I'm kind of glad, because I don't go on Instagram to be spoiled for classics via reels. Meme reels, too. Like, not even just, like, an eloquently thought out reel, but it's like a meme if they're using a popular audio and relating it to Jane Eyre. It's okay. It was published in 1847. I'm a little late to the game. But anyway, I'm enjoying this so far. So I just have a little reading update for you. I started and finished this collection from Robert Louis Stevenson. So the cover says The Strange Case of Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. And when I bought it, I thought it was just that story. But it also includes Markheim and The Body Snatcher by Robert Louis Stevenson, which are both shorter stories. They only took up maybe 30% of the book, and the Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde took up 70%. And I enjoyed it. I would say that Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde was about a 3.5 star rating for me. Markheim I really enjoyed. I gave it a 4 star. And The Body Snatcher I also really enjoyed, though it was a little slower getting to it, even though it was only like a little short story, but the ending was really good, and I think it was about maybe 3.5, 4 star short story. So overall I gave this collection 4 stars because I did really enjoy it. It's been really raining today, and it's been nice listening. I listen to audiobooks of most of these, and it's been nice reading that and listening to the story with like the rain in the background, like natural. I didn't have to put on rainy mood or anything, so that was really nice. But yeah, I am about to attend a Zoom webinar. It's about witch hunts in England and America from like 1645 to 1652, which is like the title, but I don't know. It might cover more than that. And it's by Professor Malcolm Gaskell, I believe. If it's not, I will correct myself maybe in another clip. But I thought it was interesting that I'm reading about. I just read Lois the Witch by Elizabeth Gaskell, which is about the Salem witch trials, and I'm about to go to a Zoom webinar about witch hunts by Malcolm Gaskell. I do not believe there's a relation, but it's cool nonetheless. Morning. Today is Wednesday, the 26th, I believe. Oh, no, it's the 27th. And I'm just going to update you on my reading. So last night I read quite a bit of Jane Eyre. I got to chapter 26, And oh my gosh, the clip you probably just saw was like me reacting when I was listening to the audiobook. And I got to the part where Mr. Rochester asked Jane a question. I don't want to spoil it. But yeah, it like shocked me, even though I'm pretty sure I knew that was going to happen. But I still really love the story, and I can't wait to see where it turns out, because I still have like half of the book left. And yeah, I think it's going to be a 5-star read for me, even though I hate Mr. Rochester. Is that an unpopular opinion? Is it a popular opinion? I don't know. I don't like him. I find him to be a big pain in the butt. He he just seems so rude playing with Jane like that. But as always, Charlotte Bronte's writing is beautiful, and I'm really liking to see how Jane is like developing into a woman, because we do follow her from like her childhood. But yeah, that's all I have so far as reading updates go. I did really like that lecture thing I was talking about earlier. It was really good. And yeah, so other than Jane Eyre, I hope to maybe get to like chapter like, who knows, maybe I'll finish it today. I don't know. Or maybe I'll get like towards the end, but I'm not too sure how far I'm going to get into this today, but I definitely want to keep reading it. And then I think I want to start The Picture of Dorian Gray today as well. I started listening to it last night, but I literally got like not even like one page into the prologue, or the preface. I don't know which one they call it, but I was like, oh, I need to be more awake to fully comprehend this. But those are my plans for today. It's finally not raining. I love the rain, but it's been really wet and really dreary. So that's a nice change, and I get to take my dog for a nice long walk because it's finally not raining. But yeah, those are my plans for today. Is to start The Picture of Dorian Gray, and to maybe not finish Jane Eyre. I'll talk to you guys later today to update you guys on my reading. I apologize for the horrible lighting. It's like 12:30, and I'm in a room where 3 out of the 4 walls are all windows, so I can't get good lighting ever. But I just wanted to make a little update. I finished Gothic Tales. I forgot that I was reading this, and I was like, you know what, I'm almost done, might as well finish it for today. I just had the Gray Woman and the Crooked Branch and Curious If True left in here, and I really enjoyed it. I rated this collection 4 stars overall. There's definitely some stories that I don't remember, but everything that was in this collection was beautifully written, and there are definitely a few favorites, like Lois the Witch, like I've already mentioned. I did really like the Crooked Branch and the Gray Woman as well. And I can see myself rereading this. I don't often reread short story collections, but this one I could see myself coming back to, at least parts of it, in October's to come, because it is very spooky and gives me all the gothic goodness. But yeah, it's Gothic Tales by Elizabeth Gaskell. I'll see if I can get through any of Jane Eyre now. I may or may not update you until tomorrow, but we'll see. Hello, good morning. It is Thursday, October 28th, and I'll just update you on my reading. So I finished Gothic Tales, I think I said in that last clip, and then I read, I think, 6 chapters of Jane Eyre. And then as I was getting ready this morning, I listened to a few, like 2 chapters. So now I'm on chapter 24, and oh my goodness, wild ride. I did not see that coming. I don't want to spoil, but like, I guess I have to. So if you haven't read this and you don't want to be spoiled, I guess skip forward a few seconds, but like, so spoiler now. The wedding scene, and then Mr. Rochester already being married, and then keeping his crazy wife up in the attic. What? That was, I did not see that coming. I was thoroughly like, just like not being able to understand what was going on. I was like, is this the same book? And yeah, it's great. And so now Jane is off in a different different city, and she's living with these other people who she just found out were her cousins after her uncle died and gave her a bunch of money. So I don't have much left. I think it's only 4 more chapters, and so I'm going to probably just get through this, like get through the next 4 chapters, and I'll update you guys. And then hopefully today I will also start The Picture of Dorian Gray. I don't have it with me at this moment, but yeah, I'm planning on finishing this and then trucking my way through The Picture of Dorian Gray. And then I only have a few more books left on my October TBR, the revised version, which is pretty awesome. All right, I'll talk to you guys then. I just wanted to give you guys some updates on my reading. So I finished Jane Eyre. I loved it, even though I only had like the last 4 chapters, I think 6 chapters when I was talking to you last. So much happened in those last chapters, and even though I kind of hate Mr. Rochester, I'm okay with the ending, because it seemed like Jane was happy. I don't know. I really like this book, and I really want to reread it like soon. That's how I know a book is good, when I really want to reread it, like as soon as I've already put it down. And especially like this book is like 500 pages, so it's not like a snappy read. So so yeah, that was Jane Eyre. 5 stars, 100% 5 stars. I really liked it. I really want to start. I want to annotate it really bad. So there's that one. And I also did start The Picture of Dorian Gray by Oscar Wilde. This one I did start kind of annotating, just kind of tabbing parts that I thought were really pretty in the writing. So I got up to chapter 6, which is at page 71, and I'm really enjoying it so far. As you can see from the tabs, Wilde's writing is really beautiful. This is the first thing I've read from Wilde, and I already think that it's going to be quite a high star rating, probably 5 stars. I don't know how much I'll get to this today. I've already kind of read for 4 hours today, and I've been reading quite a bit this week, so I might just, watch some booktube. Maybe I'll watch some TV. I haven't watched TV in a while. But I'm really enjoying this so far. And I got a little bit of book mail. It's just 1 book, but I thought I would open it with you. I have a problem. Can you tell? So this is the poetry of Baudelaire in the Everyman Pocket Poets edition. It's really pretty. Online it didn't look this nice, but it's like a sage green color. I wonder what the... Ooh, and under the dust jacket, sorry, it's a gray. It would have been cooler if it was sage green, but that's fine. So I have not read anything by Charles Baudelaire. I don't really know anything about Charles Baudelaire. He was alive during the Victorian period, and he died in the Victorian period. I don't know if he was British or Irish or Welsh or something like that, but I'm collecting these editions, which sounds bad, but I really like how tiny they are, and poetry just fits really nicely on the page. I find with like larger poetry editions, especially if there's like shorter poems, it looks like it's just like a lot of wasted page space. But on these little ones, it's like as a short poem, but it takes up 2/3 of the page, so I don't feel as bad. And I'm trying to get more into poetry, so In this edition now, I have 4. I have 2 of them with me, actually. So I have Baudelaire, and I also have Poems Bewitched and Haunted, which I'm actually reading right now. Then I have the Emily Bronte collection and John Dunn, but they're really pretty. Their spines look really nice together. I can't tell if I'm going to want to put the ones, at least from specific poets, in chronological order, like the rest of my classics on my shelves, or if I'm going to want to put these all together because they're so pretty. But I don't really know. I just wanted to show this cute little hardback. And yep, I have a problem. If they go on sale, I buy them. I know it's a problem, but will I stop? No. Hello, good morning. I just wanted to wrap up this vlog. It is currently Halloween morning, and I didn't have a chance to vlog yesterday because I was at work from 9:30 to 6 and had to leave like 8:30 and then got home around 7, so didn't have time to read at all really yesterday or update you, but I'll just update you for this vlog. So I finished The Picture of Dorian Gray. 5 stars, amazing, beautiful. The way that it dealt with my own issue about aging, and now I still worry about aging physically, but at the same time, it's like, it doesn't matter. I am only 22 and I'm starting to get gray hair, which is awful, but I don't want to end up like Dorian Gray. Also, let me know if you think this is an accurate description, but Lord Henry is the embodiment of manipulate, mansplain, and male wife, or man wife, or whatever that meme. And like, Dorian Gray's a little bit gatekeep girl boss. What is the other one? Gatekeep girl. Oh, gaslight, gatekeep girl boss. Like, they're kind of like that pair of that meme almost, a little bit. Not so much Dorian Gray, but like Lord Henry for sure is mansplain, manipulate, male wife. But anyway, sorry. But yeah, I really, really enjoyed it. 5 stars. I'm going to read it again sometime. Yeah. And so on Friday, I also started Dracula by Bram Stoker. I am about at chapter 10, which is about like that way through. I plan on reading this still today. I don't think I'm going to finish it today because I also want to read Frankenstein by Mary Shelley, and that's what I will be planning on doing today. Little Halloween reading vlog. But yeah, I started this. I like the little bit of Count Dracula that we've seen so far, but we haven't really seen much of Count Dracula, so I don't think I like this style of like letters and diary entries for horror in the classic genre. I think that's called epistolary, maybe. I'm not really sure. I'm like really bad at book terms, especially like classic book terms. I like hear them, I'm like, yeah, but my brain is just like cobwebs and like a dust roll goes by. But anyway, I hope it gets a little bit better. I hope we get to see more of Count Dracula because that's who's interesting. I don't really care about the other people unless they're, you know, interacting with Count Dracula, because so far they're kind of boring. And I have heard criticisms about Bram Stoker's writing because the women are a little bit one note, and I have to agree so far, at least. Especially the one girl, I forget her name, but she's the sister of the guy who met Count Dracula, or the sister to the fiance who met Count Dracula. That's convoluted. I probably should have just looked up her name, but she's especially one note. That there was one diary entry where she's literally just like, she's like crying and so happy about how she got 3 marriage proposals all in one day, but they're not of the boy she likes and loves, so she had to reject all of them. And it seemed really one note. But maybe it will get better. I'm not too sure. But yeah, anyway, that's Count Dracula. I really like the Penguin English Library version of it. It's really beautiful. But yeah, I hope I can finish this today. I probably won't, but well, we never know. Maybe I'll stay up really late. No, I won't. I have to work at 7 o'clock tomorrow morning, which means I have to leave at 6 o'clock in the morning. So now I probably won't finish this today, but that's a issue for the Halloween vlog that I'm going to be filming today. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this reading vlog. If you have any thoughts on the books I read this week, let me know, and let me know what you're reading. I hope your Victober went well. Mine kind of flopped at the beginning there, but I pushed through at the end, thankfully, with reading week. And I hope you guys are having some good reads this month, and I'll talk to you guys in my next video. Goodbye.